Welcome to the Song Witch Podcast, songs of the moon, spells of the soul. Hey friends, welcome back to Song Witch. I'm so happy you're here with me. I'm JoJo, and we've got a big, fiery full moon in Aries coming up in a few days that we need to talk about today. The moon is bold and a little restless, so if you've been feeling like you're on the edge of something, like you're ready to say yes or ready to stop hiding, that's Aries talking. So before we dive in, I want to update you on what's happening with the podcast. Going forward, the episodes will revolve around the new and full moons. So I'll do a prep episode a few days before the moon, giving you ways to work with the energy, the crystals that align with it, and anything to prepare you for the ritual. Then on the day of the new or full moon, I'll share a ritual episode. And then about a week after that, I'll do a reflection episode so we can look back, process what came up, and prepare for what's next. So this is a prep episode for the upcoming full moon Aries on October 6th. And I want these prep episodes to feel like, it's just us sitting down over tea or taking a walk through the forest, just talking through what this energy means and how you can really work with it. Prep episodes are about understanding the cosmic story, gathering tools, and setting intentions. Think of it like, layering the foundation before we step into the ritual space together. Let's go outside. Aries is the very first sign of the zodiac. It's the spark of life. It's fiery, direct, and passionate. And when the moon is full in Aries, it lights up themes around courage, independence, authenticity. This full moon highlights where you've been holding back, where you've been waiting for permission. And it's saying, no more waiting. Be bold. Take that step. For me, I've been navigating fears about this podcast, about showing up consistently, and I've been wondering, what if people don't listen? Or what if people judge me? What if they think I'm ugly? I don't know, whatever, It's hard. It's hard to be seen. It's hard to put yourself out there on camera. But Aries reminds me that you don't have to be fearless to be brave. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward in spite of it. And clarity grows after you leap. So take that leap. That's what this moon's about. It's about releasing the self-doubt and the hesitation. Think of it like carrying a backpack full of rocks. This moon shines a light inside the backpack, showing you what's weighing you down. Maybe one of those rocks is fear of failure. Maybe one is comparing yourself to others. Maybe one is imposter syndrome. Well, this is the moment to set those rocks down. Just set them down. Just leave them on the ground. And say, I don't need this weight anymore. Because once you do that, you walk lighter. And then you move forward with courage. And then you step into your own light. Full moons are times of culmination and release. They illuminate what's been hidden. Think of it as the peak of the lunar cycle. It's energy building, and then spilling over. But full moons aren't just about letting go. They're also about celebrating progress. It's like the universe holding up a giant spotlight and saying, look how far you've come. Look how wonderful you are. This is a time when the intentions that you might have set earlier in the month can finally bloom, or when you have a breakthrough that's been brewing beneath the surface. There could be a sense of clarity, like pieces of a puzzle finally clicking into place. Under an Aries full moon, what spills over might be frustration, anger, or impatience. Aries does not like to be contained, but it can also be vitality. It can be the drive to go after what you want. I like to think of myself as a kind of garden. Our energy is like a living ecosystem. It's always growing and responding to how we tend to it. Every choice, every intention, every act of courage, those are seeds that we plant. At the full moon, we see what's coming up out of the soil. Sometimes it's a big, beautiful harvest, and we can finally gather the fruits of our labor. And sometimes the crops are still growing, they're still ripening, or they just didn't come in the way that we hoped that time. And that's okay. The moon reminds us that every part of the cycle matters. The planting, the tending, even the waiting. When I got laid off last year, I was devastated and I was scared and I felt like a lost mess. Since then, I've done a lot of waiting. I would feel stuck from time to time and unsure what I wanted to do with this next phase of my life, but I just kept telling myself that everything has a season and it just wasn't mine yet. Let's go this way, buddy. I needed to take that time to sow the seeds, to rest, and plan and research, and I learned to trust in divine timing. I'm not saying I never had doubts or fear that I would never figure it out, but when I did have those doubts, I tried grounding and meditation. I tried giving myself a lot of grace and self-care, rest, and I journaled a lot, and all of those things helped me navigate that waiting time. This Aries full moon is really a chance to pause and check in with what's been growing in our lives. This moon's like sunlight in the garden, awakening the seeds and helping them grow, but it will scorch if unchecked. So this is the moment to pause and ask, how's my inner garden doing? What's thriving? What needs weeding out? What needs more care? Maybe you've got areas that feel overgrown, stress or habits that are taking up too much space. Maybe there are patches of fertile soil that are ready for new seeds, fresh ideas, new practices, or just the simple act of resting. The garden image helps us shift from fixing ourselves to tending and nurturing ourselves. Gardens bloom in cycles, and so do we. Think about the elements. Fire's your spark. It's your motivation, your passions, what inspires you. It's that Aries courage. And then spirit. Spirit's your connection. It's the sense of meaning, purpose, and inner wisdom that guides you. It's how you honor your intuition and how you tune into what truly matters. Each of these elements plays a role in supporting your overall well-being. So by tuning into what your body and spirit need in this moment, you can adjust how you nurture each element. Maybe your garden needs more water in the form of self-compassion, or more earth through grounding rituals. Notice where balance could make a difference, and remember that small shifts can have huge impacts over time. For me, I've slowly been adding little things one by one to my daily routines. I started by getting up an hour earlier each day, and once I mastered that, then I started walking in the morning. And once I had those things down, I started cooking meals twice a week. Yeah, I hate to cook, so that's huge. Small steps grow into big changes over time. So as you journal, keep that image of your body as a garden in mind, and let the prompts guide you to notice what's ready to bloom and what's ready to be cleared away. Journaling under the full moon can bring clarity and insight, helping to deepen self-reflection and growth. So here are some prompts that might help. Maybe one will resonate. 1. If my body is a garden, what feels overgrown and needs clearing? 2. Where do I sense fertile soil ready for new seeds of courage or creativity? 3. What does Aries fire shine on in my life right now? Where do I feel the spark to act, move, or grow? Okay, let's talk about how we can channel this energy in some supportive ways. You can use crystals like carnelian for motivation. You can use red jasper for courage and clear quartz for focus. Aries is about the colors red, orange, and gold. So even just wearing a red scarf or lighting a candle can align you with this moon's energy. Some altar ideas are a candle, something metal for Mars, which is Aries' ruler, as well as an item that represents your power. It could be a piece of jewelry, a stone, or even a word you write on a piece of paper. Aries is about movement. It's a physical sign. So go for a walk, dance, stretch, or shake out your arms to release energy. Just remember, only pick what resonates. You do not have to do all of the things. Okay, let's expand all of this a little bit more into daily life. Aries is about identity and courage, yes. But it also shows up in the tiny choices that we make. Saying no instead of people-pleasing, or speaking up about a promotion at work that you've been deserving for a while. It could be daring to show your art, song, or writing, even if it's just to one trusted friend. For me, this Aries moon is reminding me to step into visibility with Song Witch. It's so scary to be seen. Aries reminds us that there's sacred power in taking up space. So the prep work today is about acknowledging what's been building since the new moon. It's about seeing where you're ready to be braver, about gathering tools like crystals, candles, journal, and it's about creating a space to meet this fire head on. All right, my friends, that's where we'll leave it for this Aries full moon prep. We've talked about the bold energy of Aries, gathered some tools, and looked at our energy like gardens, ecosystems that need tending. As you move through these next few days, ask yourself, how are you watering your garden? Are you giving yourself Aries sunlight, pulling weeds of old fears, or resting in the shade when you need to? Remember, growth doesn't happen all at once. Even the most vibrant garden blooms in its own rhythm. Aries is here to spark that first flame so you can take that first step. So this week, give yourself permission to be bold in one small way. I'd love to hear what seeds you're tending in your garden right now. So share those with me and we can witness each other's growth. And in our next episode, we'll step into ritual together and embody this energy. For now, let your garden rest, breathe, and soak in the moonlight. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll see you soon in a few days in the ritual episode. Good night. Goodbye. Song Witch out. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Song Witch podcast. Songs of the moon, spells of the soul. I'll see you soon.